Hello, everyone. It's me, the Clinical Trials Diva, Erica here. Today, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself so that if you're looking at my channel and wondering why in the world is she talking about clinical trials and why does she think that anybody else is interested? Well, I can tell you there's lots of people interested. It's a very large part of the medical industry. It's very important work, as I believe I've shared with you in previous videos. And there's a lot of career choices in it, and there's a lot of opportunities for career growth. I, interestingly enough, started out on the bench science side, doing internships in high school uh, over the summer and the summer before I started college, just doing more kinds of microbiology studies and just all kinds of stuff, and was really interested in that. And even after I started college and decided to pursue a degree in psychology, I still had work study jobs working in laboratories because I really liked it, and I think I like the science, and I like that it teaches you about observing experiments. It teaches you organization and observation skills because you have to recreate a lot of these experiments over and over again. And when they turn out differently each time, or when they don't turn out the way that you expected them to, you've got to be able to go back and look at your notes and look at what you did to kind of show what are the potential reasons that this is different. So it taught me a lot about observation. So then, as I pursued my degree in college, I got more into psychology and academic research, writing journal articles, social science articles, those kinds of research studies that didn't have anything to do with pharmaceuticals or devices. And my first job out of college had the opportunity to work on a multi-generational social science study looking at possible things that would predispose minority teenagers to eventually use substances. And so that's the kind of science that I was initially interested in. And I did that for several years. I got the opportunity to work at some fantastic places, Mount Sinai in New York City, Yale University. It was just wonderful opportunity. But I also was given the opportunity to make a career change when I decided to move to Texas. Um, I was approached by a site that did clinical trials with a little bit of the social science. They wanted to kind of mix it up a little bit, and they said, we know that you haven't worked on the device side or the pharmaceutical side, but you have the social science side, and we'd really like an opportunity to work with you. And so I went and I did it, and I found that I really, really liked the clinical trial side. Um, it's very structured, it's very organized. I just really enjoyed it, and I became very passionate about clinical trials and GCP and FDA and all of those rules and regulations. And I was fortunate enough to be in an institution that provided excellent training, and so I got to delve deep into rules and regulations and GCP and then that added to the skills that I had learned in the bench sciences of just being kind of detail oriented, and then the skills that I learned in social science about how you just have to be highly organized and you have to listen and you have to read a lot and research and look at statistics. So I had all of that, together by the time, in the mix of who I am and how I function, by the time I began to grow in clinical trials. And I've worked at various levels. I've been a research assistant. I've been a coordinator. I've been a site manager. I've been a monitor, both independently and working for CROs. I've worked directly with pharmaceutical companies. I've worked as an auditor. I've worked as a quality assurance control, quality control specialist. So I've had all these different positions in clinical research, and it's just given me a very unique perspective, I think. And I am a person who values education and information, and I don't think that I was given all of these opportunities just so that I could know things and that so I could, advance myself. I think that I was given these opportunities to share it with other people, and to show other people that they have career options in clinical research, to show other people they can broaden their perspective and that your perspective brings a lot to the table. I have worked with study coordinators who have degrees in science, and the way they monitor, the way they run studies is different from someone like me who has a big background in social sciences. And then if you get someone who's an RN, the way that they run a study or the way that they monitor is very different because you're bringing your perspective, you're bringing your history, you're bringing all those things to the table, and they're all valuable. And so that's why I started this, to share that information. I've, been in situations where someone tells you to just do something, to just change something, to just, this is the way we want it done. And sometimes you do want the information, you want the understanding behind it. And so that's why I'm here, to try to offer some information to you to help you grow in whatever position you are, be it a coordinator or a monitor or someone who works at the pharmaceutical side. I would hope that I'd have something to offer anyone who needs help and who's willing to listen. So that's kind of me in a nutshell. And still growing and still learning and still just becoming hopefully a better person, but also a better instrument to be used in this field. It's very rewarding work. Um, because there will always be the need for advances in medical science, and it's wonderful to have the opportunity to be part of that. And I want to encourage you out there, if you're looking for a new career, if you have a passion for serving people and helping people, and you're finding that whatever you're doing, but whether it's being a medical assistant or being an RN, or being an aide, but you want something deeper and you want something more. I think that clinical research could be an option for you. So I encourage you to please give a thumbs up, and please also check out the videos and put questions in the comment section, and let me know topics or let me know questions that you may have. Thanks very much. Have a good day.